Okay, so we're going to learn how to use an analytical balance today. And with an analytical balance, what we have to do is start from the largest increment that you think is going to be necessary to tip the balance. So if you come a little closer, you can see how the balance has a line. And that line, when those two lines meet, then it tells us that the balance has the same weight as being on the beam as is on the weighing plate. So what we're going to do is put the egg on the plate, and you see that it deflects the balance upwards. Now what we're going to do is choose the lightest weight that we think is going to cause the balance to deflect. You see 30 is not enough, 40 is not enough, 50 is not enough, 60 puts it over. So the egg weighs less than 60 grams, but more than 50, because when we put it 50, it deflects the other way. So then you go to the next increment, which is the single gram amounts, and we have what's called a Vernier scale here on this balance. What it is a tensiometer. There's a spring inside, and when you turn the spring, it increases the tension on the beam. So Shamuni, you're going to go ahead and turn that dial until it gets lined up so that these two lines are at the same spot. You can go fast at the beginning until it tips, and then you can back it off a little bit to make it balance again. So 58. Okay, 58 is starting to deflect. So then now you have to finesse it. You have to. No, it's more than 57. It's 58 point something. Once it stops moving back and forth, you wait for it to line up, and that looks like the weight of the egg. Now, if you come closer, Sandy, we can show how the Vernier scale reading takes place. We have 50 grams here from the big weight, and then the scale says 58, so an extra additional 8 grams, so 58, and then the first line that meets is 0.1, so it's 58.1, and to get the second decimal place, we're going to use the Vernier scale. And the way you read a Vernier scale is, excuse me if I can just use a pencil here, you go to the first line that meets up with the line below it. So you see that the 0 line doesn't meet, the 0.01 line doesn't meet, neither does the 0.02, 0.03 doesn't meet, 0.04 is getting close. It actually meets at the 0.05 line. So the actual weight is 58.15. 58.15, and that Vernier scale reading is attained by finding the first line that lines up with the scale below it. You see that none of these, the first 4 lines don't line up, the 5th line does line up, and that means it's 0.05 added on top of the 51.8, or sorry, 58.15. So the final weight is 58.15.